this video, we're going to be looking at setting up a main menu for your game. First off, you're going to want to start in Photoshop. You're going to want to create something like this. So to do that, we're going to go to File, New, and create a document that is screen size. So I would work with 1920 by 1080, as that's the majority of screen sizes. Set this up. Okay, so you get something like this. Now on here, you're going to want to create your menus design. So we're looking at a main menu. I've got this to work with that I created earlier. So you want to create all of this as one, but on your layers, you want your buttons to be separate. So I want this as one piece, and then my buttons to be on a separate layer. The reason for that is we need to save them out separately. So with the buttons on, we can see what the overall design is going to look like. But if we turn them off, we can save this out. So if I turn this off, you want to go to File, export as. You can do it as a PNG. You might be better doing it as save as a copy, and then I'd look for target doesn't seem to be coming up. I would just look to save it as a JPEG or a PNG. I'd also do a save as a Photoshop file, just as a backup, so you can re-access this file and edit it if you need to. That would be my suggestion. So once you've saved this out as your background, if you will, for your menu, then what we want is your buttons. And your buttons, you want them to be separate. So one like just like this. You can see it here on the right. I've got the folders with the layers in them. It's got the text and the design. And you're going to want to create this for all the buttons you'd have on screen. You may also have like a quit button here. So I've got new game, levels, credits, and then I'll probably have a quit button here. Once you've designed them, however you're going to have them designed, you need to select one of those groups, like this. I would copy it, so Control C, then go to File, New, and your clipboard here, assuming you have clipboard on, should create it the same size as what you're copying. So we can just go Create, and then Control V, and it fits perfectly. Then just make sure you turn off your background. I'd save this as a PNG, just in case there is any of that background stuff, so I'll export it as a PNG. And probably save that into a file with the background so you know where everything is. Now once you've saved this once, you're going to have to do this for each of the buttons, but not only are you going to have to do that for each of the buttons, you're also going to have colour variations for the buttons. So I have the normal buttons, I have the inverted ones or the pressed ones, and the ones for when it's hovered. So the buttons will start like this, and then once they are hovered over, they will turn to this colour, and if they're pressed, they will turn to this colour. And I need to save each one of those out separately, like this, into a folder. So you should have a file like this with each button. So you might want to name credit like this. So I've got credits, credits clicked, credits hover. I've got level 1 button. Oh, sorry. Yeah, level 1 button, level button hovered, level 1 clicked, and so forth. So whatever you've got button wise, you need the 3 of each and name them in a way that you're going to remember. Also, you're going to want your main menu background, like I said, without any of the images. And you're going to want to do this for any of the menus you have when you get to them. So as you can see here, I've got a pause menu, which I'll go through in another video, a levels menu, which will have the different levels on it, inventory menu. Again, inventory menu is a little bit different, as you won't have buttons on them, they just have things on here, but yeah. So you need them all as backgrounds. Like I've got the Photoshop files just in case I need to access them again. And then also, like I said, 3 of the buttons. So I'm going to finish this video here. Once they are all created, we can then move into Unreal and setting up the menus.